Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faith, and today guys, I'll be checking out this interesting video from Culture Covered, and it's titled Whoopi Goldberg breaks down after she's exposed with Oprah as Epstein's handler. And you guys, I'm super excited as always. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what this video is all about.
There was a fake list. Yeah. And I'm on it. So you were on the island? I was, apparently. I don't know.
So Whoopi Goldberg is clapping back at rumors that she and her friend Oprah traveled to Jeffrey Epstein's island. But it looks like people are not buying Whoopi's story. In case you missed it, a massive 900-plus page document recently hit the web, exposing Epstein's associates and clients. And some unverified docs mentioned Whoopi and Oprah as one of the people whose names popped up on those infamous flight logs. And while Oprah is staying silent on these allegations, Whoopi decided to shut down the noise, saying there's a fake list floating around that claims she jetted off to Epstein's island with Oprah. Whoopi swore up and down that she didn't even know Epstein, let alone chill on his island. But check this, folks are not entirely buying the innocent plea from Whoopi. In fact, a lot of people are side-eyeing the situation, bringing up Oprah's history of cozying up to proven predators like Harvey Weinstein and John of God.
Oprah Winfrey and her BFF. The man in this photo is, quote, John of God. Oprah promoted him as a miracle healer. This man kept women chained to impregnate so he could sell their babies for organs.
So can we really trust the innocent card when there's a track record like this? Well, the streets are talking, and they're not convinced at all that Whoopi and Oprah are in the clear.
They said I was on the island. They said, I'm like, I don't go anywhere.
If the story was about a bus, it'd be more believable.
Maybe, but it's like, you know, so I'm just going to say, you know, and there's been a lot of stuff recently.
So to give you some context, first, on the 3rd and the 4th of January, a flood of court documents over hundreds of pages spilled the tea on Jeffrey Epstein's associates, putting their disgusting business on blast for the world to see. These papers, still keeping some secrets with a few redacted parts, are a mixtape of sorts. Court filings, emails, police reports, government docs, and depositions from heavyweights linked to Epstein's mess. We're talking former Epstein employees, his ride or die, Ghislaine Maxwell, cops, folks who say they got caught up in Epstein's web, and supposed high-rolling clients who hopped on planes to Epstein's island. Now check this. In this treasure trove of unsealed info, there's a list of almost 200 names, and we're talking actors, singers, comedians, politicians, big shot lawyers, and other A-listers caught up in this whole Epstein saga. It's like a who's who of the high-profile world, and these docs are giving us a front row seat to the real deal behind closed doors. A number of high-profile figures from the entertainment industry were named on the list, including Leonardo DiCaprio, Naomi Campbell, Chris Tucker, Cameron Diaz, and Kate Blanchett. Now, some alleged copies of the documents appeared on social media, alleging that both Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey were named as visitors to Epstein's infamous Little St. James Island, where hundreds of girls were trapped.
Wow, you guys, this is a whole lot, and almost everybody that matters is in this files. And when Oprah and Whoopi Goldberg's name appeared on that file, I do not doubt it a bit, because recently Oprah Winfrey's name has been coming up in so many shitty and illegal places, and saying that she and Whoopi Goldberg are friends. I don't doubt it a bit that they were actually on that island. Let me know what you guys think about this video so far. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and let's continue watching.
And SA'd by Epstein and his associates. But see, Whoopi and Oprah's names haven't been officially confirmed as being mentioned in the released documents. And yet Whoopi felt the need to get ahead of the narrative, and during a recent episode of The View, she claimed there's a fake list circulating online with her name on it. Whoopi and her co-hosts laughed off the idea of Whoopi being one of Epstein's clients. And Whoopi quickly shut it down, saying she never went to any island.
There was a fake list. Yeah. And I'm on it.
So you were on the island?
I was, apparently, I don't know. They said I was on the island. They said, I'm like, I don't don't go anywhere.
If the story was about a bus, it'd be more believable.
Maybe, but it's like, you know, so I'm just going to say, you know, and there's been a lot of stuff recently. I don't know what I've done to anybody, but apparently there are a lot of these kind of sites that are, what do you call them? They're
Parody or
they're satire sites.
Oh.
But people don't realize that they can be harmful.
But that's not the only supposed rumor Whoopi addressed. She also dismissed recent viral reports that she got into a fight with Oprah backstage at The View, and she said the gossip culture these days is insane.
Don't believe unless I tell you about me.
But see, all these rumors come from somewhere, and a lot of people online are saying both Whoopi and Oprah are extremely shady. Remember that time Monique spilled the tea on Oprah for blacklisting her? Well, Whoopi was one of the first ones to jump to Oprah's defense, and she even suggested that Monique should have been grateful for the opportunity to work with Oprah. The whole saga kicked off after the 2009 movie Precious was released, produced by Oprah and Tyler Perry and directed by Lee Daniels. After Monique completed her contractual obligations, Oprah and Tyler approached her to go on an overseas press tour to promote Precious. But they told her she wouldn't be compensated for this tour. Monique said, "No thanks," and almost immediately the headlines started rolling in, painting Monique as difficult and hard to work with. And then out of nowhere, all the roles that were knocking on her door vanished. And Hollywood acted like it locked her out. Monique later spilled the tea to The Hollywood Reporter, sharing how Lee Daniels straight up told her she was getting blackballed. She pressed him to tell her why, and Daniels hit her with, "Because you didn't play the game." But when Monique tried to get the deets on what game he was talking about, it was all crickets from Daniels. Now we all know what's up. It looks like they want all black entertainers to bow down to Oprah and never speak a word against her. It's pretty much an unspoken rule in Hollywood. But Monique refused to let them hush her up. She went on to call out not just Oprah, but also her rumored lapdogs, Whoopi Goldberg and Steve Harvey. So peep this. When Monique hit up The View and broke it down that she already did all the contracted stuff for Precious, and then Oprah and Tyler Perry tried to slide in asking for extra work without the cash, Whoopi wasn't having it. She came off all condescending, talking about how Monique should have jumped on that overseas tour for free because it's all part of her job. But Monique laid it out plain and simply. If rolling on an overseas tour without getting paid was really part of her job, the studio would have slapped her with a lawsuit for breaking the contract. But guess what? No legal drama went down, proving Monique knew her job and did what she got paid for. But Whoopi then took it to another level, talking about how she could have schooled Monique on how to handle her job. Can you believe that?
I did all of my contractual obligations and I was done. Then when I start getting calls from Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and Lionsgate, and they wanted me to come work for free. They wanted me to go over to Cannes and promote this film internationally. And I said to them, I said, guys, my deal is with Lee Daniels, and I've done my job. And they all agreed. And this is what happens, in my humble opinion, when you don't go up to the hotel room. See, when I think about those women that said...
I'm going to stop you.
Okay.
I'm going to stop you.
Okay.
Because contractually...
Wow, you guys. This is very, very serious. And I don't know why Monique was treated the way she was treated. And having had to go on an overseas tour, not paid, like she doesn't have any other job to do. Even if she doesn't have another job to do, she can stay at home, spend the time with her family, instead of doing what nothing is going to come out of it. After all, she has completed her own part of the bargain. She had it with the movie Precious, and going on tour is not part of the contract she signed. So I don't know why they were bashing her or why they were saying she's very difficult to work with. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section, and let's wrap this video up, you guys.
Contractually,
Yes.
when you make a movie, regardless of who you signed the deal with,
Yes.
your job is to go and promote said movie.
Yes.
Monique's out here knowing her game, and Whoopi acting like she got the keys to the knowledge kingdom.
And I said, if you had called me, I could have schooled you on what was expected.
And when we did have that conversation, and what I said to you, my sweet sister, I said, Whoopi, at what point do we stop saying the next time? Because what was expected,
Wait,
but I want
next
to answer
time?
it though.
Yeah.
Well, she is one of a handful of EGOTs, so she might know something, but I digress. So when Whoopi dropped that schooled word, Monique wasn't feeling it at all. Later on in an interview with Vulture, Monique referred to Whoopi as the help, honey. That's how much that comment didn't sit right with her. The very thing I went to The View to speak about was the very thing I experienced on The View, Monique said. Whoopi Goldberg has always been the help, and I say that humbly. This is a woman who says, I could have schooled you, and this is a woman who accepted Ted Danson in blackface, and our community praises this woman. So oftentimes we do it to ourselves, but I just can't. Understand, I love my sister. However, when you know you're being fed the wrong food, you must say, I can't chew this, y'all. Once again, the media came at Monique, throwing shade and pushing her to apologize to Whoopi. But Monique wasn't backing down. She stood firm and broke it down later, saying she called Whoopi the help because Whoopi tried to shame her on national TV just for asking to get rightfully compensated for her work.
When I have a woman that says to me on national TV, I could have schooled you. Well, you wanted to school me on how I was supposed to work for free. I simply don't want that type of education. That's the education you're fine with. That's not the education I want, and that's not the education I want to pass down to my little sisters, saying, you just gotta do it. Let me school you. If they're not paying you, baby, that's called slavery.
Now, as for Oprah, she's faced a ton of disturbing allegations connected to her alleged friendships with SA offenders like Harvey Weinstein and John of God. Several celebs have publicly accused Oprah of covering up for Harvey Weinstein, with actress Rose McGowan labeling Oprah as fake as they come. Rose blasted Oprah for being friends with Weinstein and Russell Simmons, who's also faced multiple allegations of SA, and wrote, I am glad more are seeing the ugly truth of Oprah. I wish she were real, but she isn't. From being pals with Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come. Hashtag lizard. Singer Seal also threw shade at Oprah over her friendship with Weinstein and suggested that Oprah knew all about Weinstein's misconduct for years. Now, when it comes to Oprah's alleged connection to Jeffrey Epstein, the story is shrouded in a lot of mystery. However, there's been a ton of speculation online that Oprah was like another Ghislaine Maxwell, allegedly helping procure girls and women for Epstein and his powerful friends.
Wow.
And at one point, unverified reports surfaced that Oprah's Florida residence was raided over her alleged involvement in a global ring. But Oprah shut down these reports on Twitter and called it an awful fake thing. It's not true, Oprah wrote, haven't been raided or arrested. But now that Whoopi Goldberg brought up an alleged fake list, naming her and Oprah as Epstein Island visitors, the rumor mill is churning again. And a lot of people are saying nothing Whoopi and Oprah say can be trusted at this point. Someone said, it's BS. They are protecting their friends who are on the list. It's so people would believe it's fake when the list is exposed. And another person wrote, Whoopi went ballistic on The View, yelling her innocence. She said she was never on Epstein plane, neither was Oprah. She had her own plane. But how do you feel about all these speculations about Whoopi and Oprah being on Epstein's list? Do you think it's all just gossip, or could there be some truth to all these allegations? Let me know in the comments.
Wow, you guys, that was such an interesting one. And what are your thoughts about this? Whoopi Goldberg coming out to, first of all, call that list fake. I think she must have known something, and she knows that very soon the real list is going to be published, and when it does eventually get public, people would think that this was a fake one she was talking about, and all of this is an agenda to confuse people. But let me know your thoughts on this one. Do you think that this is just rumor, or there's more to it that meets the eye? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I really had fun reacting to this video. If you guys totally enjoyed watching, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.